it's me again. And I hope you saw my water video from last night. That was a late night viddy as we wait for our divvy about the Oro Grande and how indeed there's like a big aquifer that runs right under the property. Actually, it runs quite a bit. And in this particular part of that aquifer, the water is actually very good. The person who discovered it and had some of the rights to the water sadly couldn't do anything with it to provide water to El Paso because pumps are not greased. It's akin to that movie Chinatown, as I sometimes reference. So I have some interesting news today. There is a lot of concern lately about the shares being unregistered and being on the OTC, and people saying how, the shares are unregistered, which is why they're on the OTC. So part of that is indeed true, that the shares are not registered to the SEC. They're not registered to the SEC. Hence, they are trading on the OTC because it's basically illegal for an unregistered share to trade on the exchange. However, the OTC is not an exchange, right? And you can trade stuff. So that led to a lot of confusion on the shares were not registered because that's the only way that they can trade on the OTC. And thus, if they weren't registered, how do you know if they're real or not? And this scared a lot of people. And to go into, try to make assurance, basically it was going in a circle by that point. It was a burden of proof argument if the shares were real or not. And all that suggested to it at the time was circular logic. So I do what I do and I investigate. And I make calls. And I go up the chain. And so I called directly AST, that's Metamaterials Transfer Agent. And
Thank you for holding, ma'am. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so I'm looking into the metamaterials account.
I gave him the cusip on it. And at first, the guy was rather confused. He thought I was asking if the dividend had been distributed. That wasn't going anywhere. Sometimes, if you do not know what language to use, you're shut in, right? So with that, I'd like to credit a friend of mine, a friend of the community. That's how they would like to be cited, as a friend of the community. They actually suggested I use a specific language, which really helped. And it was mainly that if the shares aren't registered, how are they tracked, right? How are these shares tracked? Within trading, within your account, yeah, a company might say they're valid, but how are they tracked, right? Your brokerage will say, oh no, they're valid shares. We'll honor them. But how are they tracked, right? That's going to confirm if you're, then how are they tracked if they're not registered, right? You see this logic going. And I gave him the cusip for the MMTLP specifically, which is, 59134 November 203. That is the cusip. Again, that is 59134 November 203. A lot of times I'll talk like that, especially if it's automated. I use my automated voice. Hello and welcome to the automated services. Please enter your number. That's what I usually use. So that's my automated voice. So when I give information, I use my automated voice. Hello and welcome. It is me again. Welcome to my show. Okay. It's just a fun thing. When I give GPS instructions to people, I use parrot voice. In 0.3 miles, turn right. So I have like different, characters or different characters I use for different things. I have the automated character. I have the parrot GPS character. Parrot GPS character doesn't banter and talk and get distracted. Parrot GPS is very direct, Exit number 458 in 3 miles. So you call up I called up an actual financial advisor with JPMorgan.
A customer service specialist will assist you in approximately 3 minutes.
Ooh, very short wait time. And JPMorgan, you know, is a big company. So I talked to the financial advisor on JPMorgan, and he looked at my account, and you know, he said no, they are registered to AST, and there is a registration number to AST. If the shares weren't registered, we cannot hold them into your account. If they weren't registered somewhere, right, like a private share, then we can't hold them in your account. So indeed, they are registered through AST. And so to confirm if your broker is indeed selling you actual shares and you want to confirm, call them up. They'll say, yes, the shares are real. And then the question is, well, why would they say if a share is real or not? Here's what you do. You want to call and confirm or verify. Use those two words, confirm or verify the tracking of the shares, and ask to confirm if the shares are registered or not to AST, the transfer agent of these shares. They're the ones responsible as for this letter in mark. That's where the shares come from. If the shares in your account are registered to AST, then yes, they are valid shares if you purchase them. And after being on the phone with E-Trade,
Your call may be recorded or monitored for quality assurance purposes. You've been selected to participate in a quick survey after your call to help us provide first-class service. To participate, please remain on the line after speaking with a representative. Please continue to hold, and we will get you to the next available representative. Your estimated wait time is greater than 30 minutes.
oh, we're going to be in here for a long ride, guys. Waiting. Indeed, the shares are through my account, through E-Trade. They, you know, the shares are confirmed. Else, they cannot hold them in your account. The registered shares. But to hold the shares in your account, and if you're going to get paid on something that you purchased with cash, if they're verified, what you do is you call up your broker, or you write to your broker and you say, can you verify that these shares are registered with AST, the transfer agent? Because I am tracking these shares. I want to confirm the validity of these shares through tracking. And yes, they will. This is like the language that will open up the door to you, right? This is like the Rosetta Stone, more or less, that opens up that window for you. So again, if there's any concern about if the shares that you have are valid or not, or they're fake, or you won't get paid, please, by all means, call up your broker.
Your estimated wait time is greater than 30 minutes.
Oh. And ask if the shares that you have, which are purchased, are registered with AST, and you can verify, the tracking on these shares with the registration through AST. So when the dividend is distributed, you will then get that dividend. I hope this helps give you guys any, confidence that you had with doubt. It doesn't hurt to call up your broker and verify it for yourself. Do your own investigation. Be your own bird lady, roller pigeon, and do your own investigations. Call up your broker. Again, I hope this language opens up stuff with you. I will continue to investigate this. If you call AST now, I called them at a good time because now the phone is down for the next 4 hours because of maintenance on the phone system. Hope this helps, guys. I will see you soon. Goodbye.